So in lesson 8.3.5, we're going to continue our investigation of slope, but we're going to change it just a little bit this time. We're going to go from starting at 0, 0, which created a proportional relationship, and we're going to do a transformation or a translation of the line. What that means is translations, if you remember from geometry, move things up or down, left or right. That's what we're going to be talking about in this section. So let's just compare a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to create a line starting at 0, 0. Let's just imagine that I have an equation and a situation where I'm stacking books, and each book is 1 inch, 1 inch in height. Check this out. If every book is 1 inch, that means after one book, there's 1 inches high. After two books, they're 2 inches high. After three books, they're 3 inches high, and so on and so forth, as high as you want to take it. So 10 over 10, 10 inches. 10 over 10 would be 10 inches. And let's just leave the stack right there. So here we've got our equation. We know slope is 1 over 1. So our equation looks like this. Y equals 1 over 1 x. For every book, it's 1 inch. Now let's imagine for just 1 minute, we came into a stack and we said, okay, there's already 4 books stacked on this. And I'm going to continue stacking the books, but instead of starting at 0, I'm starting at 4 books or 4 inches high. So my starting point is 4 inches high, but I know that every book is still 1 inch. So we're going to start with 4 inches. I'm going to add 1 book. I'm going to add 1 inch. I'm going to add another book. It adds another inch, and so on and so on and so forth. Well, what you can see from all of this is that in this case, I knew it was 1 over 1, and I started at this point right here, which was 0. So my starting point was 0 inches. In this point, however, if you notice, the lines are parallel. They're exactly the same. The slope didn't change. So I know the slope. So I know everything from almost the very beginning is the same. But what did change? In this case, I came in and there are already 4 books stacked. So I'm already starting at 4 inches high. So in other words, I've created a transformation. I've moved this line up 4 inches, but notice there's no distance changes or anything. So how does all of this work? Well, we just want to think about the starting points. That's all we're doing, is thinking about the starting points. In this case, I start at 0. In this case, I start at 1 or at 4.